guys, it's Tori. Welcome to my YouTube. If you're new here, hello, and thank you for watching. In today's video, I wanted to go over with you guys a very simple braid that I incorporate into my hairstyles often. So a lot of people ask me like, how do I just do like a simple braid where I can just like wear my hair down and curled or put it into a ponytail? And my answer for that is a Dutch braid. It's my favorite braid. It's really easy. You can make it really messy. I don't like when braids look like you're going to a gymnastics competition. I want them to look just like undone and cute and kind of like bohemian. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It takes very few steps, and all you need is a bobby pin and or hair tie, depending on how you want to use this. I also recommend some kind of beach texture spray, like some kind of like texture spray with a grit to it. My favorite is by IGK. It's called Beach Club. It looks like this. I will link it down below. And yeah, for this look, I am gonna do a middle part. You can do a side part, middle part, it really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna do a little Dutch braid to the side, and then I'm gonna show you how you can put it into a ponytail also. So with me, I like to leave my bangs out of it. If you want to incorporate your bangs, you totally can. I just like my bangs hanging out because, I don't know, I just do. So what I'm gonna do is with my finger, I'm gonna take a section of hair from the top, about yay big, okay? I'm gonna divide it into 3 sections, okay? So if you know what a 3-strand braid is, or just a regular French braid, you're going like this, okay? You're putting the hair on top of each other. With a Dutch braid, it's a little differently. You're gonna be going under because the braid is gonna be sitting on top of your hair. It's not gonna be intertwined in your hair like a French braid is, but I'm gonna show you. So what you're gonna do is divide your hair into 3 sections, like I said. Instead of tossing this over the hair, okay, I'm gonna go under the hair like this, okay? And I'm gonna do it again with this hair and go under. So it's the exact same thing as a braid, but instead of going over, you're going under with it, okay? To make this a Dutch braid, I'm gonna be picking hair up with it. So I just did 1 stitch. Now I'm gonna pick a little tiny bit of hair up with my section, and I'm gonna cross it under, okay? Repeat on the other side. So I'm gonna pick a little section up like this and take it under. Take a little section like this and pull it under. So you can see as I'm going, I'm starting a little braid here. So I'm gonna just keep doing that for a couple of stitches down. So I'm gonna release this, pick up a little bit of hair and add it in, okay? Once I do that for a couple of stitches, I am going to finish it off by just doing a 3-strand braid, continuing to go under the braid though, not over. And then once I get to the end here, I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna pull this braid out because I don't want it to look super clean and tidy. I want it to look messy. So I'm gonna really pinch the end of the braid with my finger to use it as an anchor, and I'm gonna pull this braid out to make it look nice and textured. The key to this is really just doing it little by little. Don't take your hair and just start like pulling it really hard because you're gonna make the braids separate too much. I go back and forth quite a few times to get it to the texture and puffiness that I like it. And once I feel like I've gotten that, I'm gonna take my texture spray and I'm just gonna spray the braid just a little bit. And this is just gonna like fluff it up, so I can separate it even a little more with my fingers. So once that is kind of like the way that I want it, which I like the largeness of this braid, I am just going to secure it with a bobby pin. So I'm gonna hold it down with my fingers, and I'm gonna take my bobby pin and I'm just going to lock it into my head. Okay, and then just like with the remaining hair that I didn't use, I can just put it over the braid and voila. So this is super cute. It's something that I do often on a regular basis. I'll do that. You can do it on both sides, but I think it's so cute just to have it like on one side. So that's my first look with a Dutch braid, and hopefully that made sense. It's pretty easy. It's really just like once you have that braid kind of like pattern down, you can really do any braid. Like braid's super simple. It's just at first you feel like you're playing Twister with your hands. So that is the first braid that, or the first Dutch braid that I like to do with my hair down. Now I'm gonna show you how to do Dutch braid into just like a ponytail. So if I'm gonna do a Dutch braid into a ponytail, I can just do a middle part, but for this, I'm just gonna do like a little bit more of a side part. So I'm just gonna use my hands to brush a little bit of my hair over. So I'm gonna start by doing the exact same thing that I just did on the first Dutch braid because they're the same thing. I'm just gonna go down a little bit further because I'm putting this into a ponytail. So I'm going to take, let's even my part out a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna even my part out a little bit. I'm gonna take my section starting from the top, and again, I'm just gonna leave like a little bit of my bang out just because that's how I like to wear it, but you can definitely like incorporate this if you want to. So I'm gonna start by taking my section and taking 3 sections out of that section, okay? I'm gonna go under, and then under. And now with this next piece, instead of going under again, I'm not just gonna go under, I'm gonna lift up a tiny section of hair with it and bring it under. This is what's gonna turn it into a Dutch braid, like I said earlier. So with this next piece, I'm taking a little piece of hair with it and I'm bringing it under. I'm gonna say that again. So I have this piece, I'm releasing it and taking a little section with it and bringing it under. Taking this section, pick up another little section, bring it under. Drop this section, pick up a little section with it, and go under. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat this for a couple of more stitches, probably till I get to like almost my ear. And then after that, once I get to about right here, I am going to just do a regular 3-strand, still going under, but go to almost the end of my hair. So you can see it there. And same thing as before, I'm gonna really anchor this with my 2 fingers, and I'm gonna use one of my fingers to just start pulling the braid apart because I want it to look nice and messy. I don't want it to look like I just put like a dancercidal gymnastics braid in my hair. I want it to look nice and messy and beachy and cute. So I'm just gonna keep using my fingers. One like little pincher always has to be on the end of this braid or else it's gonna fall apart. I'm gonna tuck this behind my ear for the time being. Okay, there we go. So I'm just gonna keep messing around with the braid until it's my desired puffiness. And I like to puff my braids. Like I want them big, chunky, and puffy. So I'm just gonna keep going for it until I'm happy with it. But like I said, the more you just like play around with it little by little, the better it's gonna look. Don't just like go in for this and just start like pulling the whole braid apart because you're gonna ruin it in a nice way. Perfect. So I feel like this is almost the way that I want it. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take that texture spray and this just kind of like locks it in. Can like rough it up a little bit more. And now I'm gonna take any hair tie or scrunchie or whatever. I'm gonna gather all of my hair to the back. I like to do kind of like a side ponytail. I never like just do like a straight ponytail to the back, but I'm just gonna gather my hair. I'm actually gonna use a scrunchie for this. I'm gonna just gather this all to the back. And I'm just gonna take any basic scrunchie. Scrunchies are super trendy right now, so let's use a scrunchie. And I'm just gonna simply put my hair into it and just tighten it. And I can just like pull this a little bit if I want a little bit more messiness and texture in the back. And then I'm gonna bring my ponytail to the front. And you can leave it in the back if you want, but I like to leave it to the front. And I like to like keep just like a little bit of my bang out. And yeah, there we go. So at the end, if I want any more like texture in here, I can go through and puff my braid up even more. And that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys liked it and I hope that you learned something. I hope that it helped you learn a little bit more on how to do a Dutch braid, because once you get it down, it's super, super easy. You just have to learn how to do those couple of little things with your hands. And once you have that down, I promise you will be able to accomplish any braid. And yeah, just like the use of texture spray and using your fingers, you can really like get the braid to puff out, which I know a lot of people have questions on a lot. So I hope that you guys liked it. And if you do, please make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see in the future in the comments below, because I would love to see your guys' feedback and input. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.